OK, Neville, thank you. Now, about 130 people a day are diagnosed with lung cancer in the UK. It is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and a new campaign is trying to educate the public. Follow My Lead aims to highlight the somewhat outrageous things that people have said to people who are living with the disease.
OMG, it's stage 4.
So it won't be long before. Only the good die young. You're serious? That's meant to make me feel better. You're delirious. Oh, you think I'm so brave? What, because I'm trying to dodge the grave? And if I die, don't say I lost my fight. I did everything I could to avoid the light.
Well, John Ryan, who you saw there, is here. Good to see you.
Good morning.
And do you know what? It's interesting to get your perspective on this, because your relationship with lung cancer is a pretty devastating.
Yeah, pretty spectacular. Both my parents had lung cancer, so I've lived with people who've lived with cancer. It's not an easy subject for people to talk about. So one of the things that the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation have tried to do is involve people who've gone through it and are going through it to see what they want, what their experiences are.
With some of these statements, like, you know, I bet you wish you hadn't smoked, and all that sort of thing, is it that people just don't know what to say?
Well, I was always told that you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should listen twice as much as you speak. People forget that, don't they? They forget that. Yeah, so what do you say to someone? I've got cancer. It's something we all fear. My mum used to call it the thing. Yeah. So you go, how are you? So, well, the thing's hurting me this morning, but I'd be fine. I'd be all right later on, you know. And then we wouldn't mention it again. But it's about taking their lead, which is where the whole idea of follow my lead comes from.
Yeah.
I think there is such an element. I spoke to an oncologist about 2 months ago who said, well, without smoking, there is no lung cancer. So I think people, they feel like they have to take responsibility.
Well, you know, I've got to correct you on that one, because people who don't smoke get lung cancer. Donna Summer, of course, great American singer, had lung cancer. And it doesn't really help people if they're being blamed for something. And how do you feel if you've never smoked and you've got lung cancer? Thanks to the poem, I've been having a lot of contact with other performers, and a few of them have said to me when they've lost relatives who didn't smoke and had lung cancer. It seems to be the thing people focus on. But instead of focusing on what's caused it, we should kind of focus on how we can help. And
part of the issue is, when you look at 130 people being diagnosed a day, I mean, it's absolutely huge. It seems to have been... They've been so successful in breast cancer campaigning. I think it almost seems like lung cancer has been pushed a little bit out of the focus of people in the UK.
Well, it does. It kills more people than pancreatic, testicular, breast cancer combined, 35,000 a year. And it's one of those things where it's just another cancer. But, you know, it's something people live with cancer, and we can help them to live happily, more comfortably, by being non-judgmental, just thinking about what we're saying to people.
Is prevention, though, still better than cure? It is intrinsically linked, I suppose, with cigarette smoking, and those packages have become more shocking by the day, the horrific images. So what can be done to stop people from smoking? They love their cigarettes.
Well, again, the thing is, if you live on a desert island in paradise and you never smoked and you're away from pollutants, you could still develop lung cancer.
What are those percentages, though? They're still very small, aren't
they? Do you know the biggest percentage, the biggest statistic you need to know is that if you have lung cancer, 100% of the most important people in your life have lung cancer. And it's how you're then treated and how you're judged and the things people would say to you. I mean, some of the things are quite outrageous, you know. I had a friend who had lung cancer, they died. Well, thank you, that's cheered me right up, isn't it?
But is it easier to cure now, or is the prevention or the early detection making it survive, shall we say?
I think survival rate depends on a lot of factors, and one of the best factors is the support you get from the community. The medical profession is making amazing strides, and people like the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation, they invested in research and support and awareness raising. So it's all about what we can do to help as non-clinical people to make your journey better, and that's one of the things that the poem tries to address.
And just very briefly, it's still a case, as with all cancers, I guess, that the earlier you pick up on symptoms, the better your chances are, you know. So what should people be looking out for? Well,
you should be looking out for... Most men don't go to the doctors, so the first thing all the guys have got to do is get yourself to the doctors, because you're not going to doctors, you're not getting detected, OK? In terms of symptoms, anything that feels unusual, take yourself to the doctors. We've got one of the most fantastic health services in the world. We've got people like the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation to give us support. It's all there. Have a look at the website, have a look at the poem. And if someone is going through lung cancer, be the difference, be there for them, think about what you're saying, and just be part of their journey.
Yeah, I think it's a really good message, John. Really good to see you.
Thank you ever so
very
much for having me.